I'm going to be honest with you all. I think right now in this new meta, Sky Strikers are probably the most underrated deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So today I'm going to try to climb to Master Rank with my own build of Sky Strikers, which I will be showing you. So I played one game already yesterday, and I'm going to just run a replay of that game so you can see the deck in action. Then I'm going to show you my deck list, which I think it's a pretty good deck list. And then I'm going to play some live matches, and we're gonna win some, lose some, and we'll see if I can rank up. We'll see if I can get to Master 5. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now it's interesting. I believe this match is against Tenpai Dragons, if my memory serves me correctly. And Tenpai Dragons is definitely the worst matchup for Sky Striker, but I was doing okay against it before, so maybe my opponents just kind of all got unlucky. So here my deck goes blind second, but my opponent said, hey, I want you to go first. So we kind of know it's Tenpai Dragons, right? So yeah, the nice thing about our deck is that even though it's like built to go second, if our opponent does force us to go first, like we can go first, right? We can definitely do stuff going first. We'd just rather go second. So yeah, you'll see here we're gonna like combo off pretty hard. We're gonna use the linkage to dodge the imperm, and then I think we're gonna like multi-roll for 2. And yeah, since this is like a going second build of Sky Strikers, I'm not playing like Dimensional Barrier or Threatening Roar, which does make this matchup kind of rough, because we're basically just hoping that our opponent never has like a Harpy's Feather Duster or a Lightning Storm. Yeah, this game I believe he does not. But yeah, we start off with, a few cards. And then yeah, our opponent grabs this guy, and then we negate it. And then our opponent is going to use the droplet to stop the negate by attributing his own guy. And then he searches the quick play, and that's kind of where things get interesting. So yeah, he goes to battle, activates his quick play, summons this guy, and then I just decided to just linkage here, bring out Kana to stop any attacks from getting declared, and that pretty much ends his turn. Yeah, so Kana is like really important in this matchup. That's kind of what we're using linkage for. I actually think I could have played this turn a little better, because I should have read that this was an imperm, and I could have done something like use multi-roll, like set Raigeki, multi-roll my set Raigeki, and then Duster so that I can engage. So yeah, I think I misplayed this turn here. I don't think Sky Strikers are super hard to play, but like, it's, not perfect. And yeah, I think we just, what do we grab here? Oh yeah, just another linkage. I mean, we're not going to attack our opponent for game this turn, but we're trying to set up an attack for game on our third turn, if our opponent lets us. And we just attack our opponent for 3k, use the Hayate to put Rose in the grave, because we're going to need that for our linkage next turn. And then I decided to just go into Little Knight. One, to banish the Tundra in the grave, but also if our opponent like summons a monster and uses the monster's effect, we can just banish it, which, hopefully stops us from getting OTK. That's really all the matchup is about. We're just trying to bring out whatever is most likely to stop our opponent from OTKing us. And then he passes, which is like kind of a huge mistake. I mean, he's probably losing regardless, but like, you can't pass here because he knows we have linkage. So yeah, we just engage a couple of times for fun, and then we just yeah, and then we just linkage for game. Sky Strikers are a control deck, but linkage is kind of how you actually end the game, as opposed to trying to like attack your opponent for game on turn 7 or something. Linkage lets us do it on turn 3. In this case, I mean, sometimes you can win. Yeah, I mean, we basically won the game in our second battle phase, which is, I'm not going to say it's like typical, but it definitely can happen quite a bit. So yeah, and now I'll show you guys my build, just so that, you know, you have some context as I'm playing the matches. You can see, oh, those are the cards in his deck. So yeah, this is my build. I don't really think there's like a lot you could change. Basically, the idea is we go second, and then we've got a few hand traps. We don't have like a million hand traps, but we've got a few. In particular, we've got 3 Molcharmy Fualos, which I think is pretty decent. But this is a card that is a lot better if you're a blind second deck, right? I mean, there are some blind first decks that play it. There's definitely plenty. But the card gets substantially better if you're a blind second deck, because if you go first and open this, it just kind of does nothing the whole game. And then evenly matched, I decided to play 2 of these. 2's been working. I had tried 3 at one point, like a month ago. I tried it with 3, and then 3 evenly matched wasn't working. But with 2 evenly matched, and you have triple tactics thrust to search it out, it's kind of one of those things where, like, you're going to have evenly matched when you want it, but you're not going to have, like, your hand just full of copies of evenly matched when you want, like, some engine cards. So basically, it's like we go second. Our opponent, like, might make, I don't know, they might make, like, a couple of negations or something. Like, if you're against Yubel, they're going to make, like, the rank 10 that negates one thing, and then we usually just go, like, okay, I'll Widow Anchor, like, your big negate, and then I'll just evenly match you, right? And that's pretty simple. And you know, normally they're going to activate something in our main phase. Sometimes you can even kind of trick them into using something in your main phase for talent or thrust. I mean, if they just like maxi us in standby, we can still like just thrust for evenly matched, and then probably just like maybe not even special summon anything, just like thrust for evenly matched, wipe their board and say go or something. As far as the things that you could change, I think there's like a couple. So some Sky Striker decks will play 2 Thrust. Some Sky Striker decks will play 2 Linkage. I do not have the 3rd copy of either of those in my collection, so I just went with 2 of each instead. Thrust in particular, I think, can be pretty strong. Linkage, I don't feel like you need more than 2, but again, like, it's fine. Like, you could easily make the case of, like, hey, the 3rd Linkage is better than the 2nd Hornet Drones. But I actually have been liking the Hornet Drones a lot, especially since I've played against some Tenpai Dragon decks that will force me to go first. And in the matches where my opponent forces me to go first, I often want to open Hornet Drones. It's not quite as good when you're going second, but when you're going first, it's quite good, because if, say, you open like Ray and Hornet Drones going first, our idea is, hey, we have 2 Sky Strikers in play, we'll go into Camellia, use Camelia's effect to put an Engage in our grave, you know, if we didn't open the Engage, and then we can Kagari for Engage. So having Hornet Drones when you're going first turn 1 increases your odds of being able to Kagari for Engage. Yeah, everything else I think is like fairly standard. You could debate like the exact ratios of hand traps, or even like how many hand traps you want to make. I know some Sky Striker decks will just go like all in on board breakers and just not really play that many hand traps, but I like the hand traps for like a couple of reasons. One, so I think you need to play at least 1 Imperm, just because there will be games where you want to search it with Thrust. I'm not saying like it's going to come up a lot, but it will come up enough that I think you need to play at least 1. And then what I like about the Maxis and the Molcharmies is, you know, ideally we have these when we're going second, and sometimes when we go second, we just activate 1, and it kind of just messes up our opponent's whole turn. That's like the ideal situation, right? We're going against a special summon heavy deck, we maxi them, and then they have to decide like, oh, either they're going to let us draw a bunch of cards, or they're just not going to special summon, either of which we're fine with. However, what often happens is that if you maxi or Molcharmy them, they will Ash you on turn 1, and then unless they open double Ash, now they won't have an Ash on your turn when you try to like draw 2 with Triple Tactics Talent, or when you try to engage, or when you try to Pot of Desires or whatever. So you want the Maxis and the Molcharmies to bait your opponent's Ash, and then I think you kind of have to play like 3 Ash yourself, just because like it's just so good. Like Ash is, I think Ash is the only hand trap that's good against every deck in the format. Like, there's some decks that just don't special summon much, so they don't care about your Maxi. And then there's some decks that, like, maybe you don't care about Imperm much, but every single deck in the format cares about Ash. So I think it's just such, like, a good flexible card. We can, of course, always Ash our opponent's Maxi as well. Sometimes we'll just let them Maxi and just only special summon, like, one card and not really care. But sometimes we're going to want to special summon a lot. And then, and then Ash. And then, yeah, we basically got the maximum number of board breakers. 2 Raigeki, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Duster. The maximum legal amount. As far as the extra deck goes, like, if you've seen a Sky Striker deck before, you kind of just already know what the extra deck looks like. It's fairly standard. This card, Super Star Slayer, I think a lot of people don't realize that this is a staple in Sky Strikers. Just because, like, again, we're a going second deck, so sometimes what's going to happen is our opponent will just make a bunch of, like, big monsters or whatever, and then we'll evenly match them, leave them with 1 monster, and then we can just summon whatever the hell, go into Super Star Slayer, and then boom, bounce back your other monster, and now you just have a board of nothing, which is really, really strong. I think you need both Camellia and Azalea. Both effects come up fairly often. ZK also comes up a decent amount. Really, everything in the extra I think I've gone into, except for the fact that most lists don't play 3 Shizuku, sorry. And I'll be honest, I don't think you need the 3rd, but it's like, if we're cutting this, what are we cutting it for? I mean, we can cut it for, like, a second Kana, which in certain matchups, like against Tenpai Dragons in particular, I think there can be some times where the second Kana can come up. So yeah, we kind of have this extra spot in our extra deck. Like, we could cut this for something else. I don't have anything else that I want to play right now. But yeah, that's the list. Don't want to over-explain it too much. Let's get into the games. So I think our opponent won the flip, right? I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah. Yeah, so it's probably Voiceless, which is kind of awkward. Like, Fualos is, like, really not great against Voiceless. Overall, I think this matchup is, like, I don't think I'm favored. But it's probably, like, close to 50-50. I think maybe Voiceless is, like, slightly favored. Because it's one of, like, the more resilient decks that, it's just very, like, resilient, and, like, some of our interaction they don't care about as much. Like, Fualos is a good example, where it's, because, yeah, it's deck or extra deck, and this deck usually doesn't access the deck or extra deck that much. That's, like, kind of why I think Voiceless is top tier. One of the reasons. It's, like, one of the nice things about the deck. Let's see. Special summon a fairy monster from the hand or deck. I guess I'm just going to chain Fualos here. And just say that, hey, if you want to access something from your deck, I'm going to draw a card. Alright, well, our Fualos was an Upstart Goblin, which versus this deck is, you know, not something I'm complaining about. An Upstart is usually all you're going to get out of it. And yeah, we're definitely, like, missing some of our, you know, we don't have any board breakers here. Well, we'll see how this goes, though. I mean, multi-roll, I think, is kind of nice in this matchup. It can help, like, play around the negates to some extent. And I think this guy, the ritual, I think it only stops inherent special summons, right? Maybe it stops both. I don't know. So you got Radiance. So we can, like, kill 2 cards. Yeah, I don't think this game is looking good for me. Because he got to set up really, really nicely here. Thrust is definitely good, though. We like Thrust. We definitely like Thrust. So yeah, I think we just start by going multi-roll. And then I think we'll just summon Ray, see if he has anything to say about it. Okay, yeah, we'll just let him do that, I guess. So I forget what this guy does. I know it does something good. I don't think all the voiceless decks add this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not good. So he has to use something to stop this multi-roll. Yes, he's going to use that. So yeah, he's just going to negate our multi-roll. And then he's got... This can negate any spell, right? Yeah, it can stop any spell. Yeah, I think we'll just activate this. Oh, it can't attack directly because whatchamacallit. Okay, fine, let's attack this guy. Then we'll just put like a random spell in the grave. That's a tough one. I will just like stick a Hornet Drones in there. And then I think I'll linkage just because, like, why not? Okay, so he negated that. I'm pretty sure he's just like out of negates now. Oh, but now he can't, maybe I could have planned this better. So I think we'll get, Widow Anchor. Lightning Storm is definitely a good card. See, I think we'll just go Lightning Storm into Thrust for Raigeki. Oh no, we have to have no cards to Lightning Storm. But we can... Yeah, I guess we just save the Lightning Storm. So we cannot target. And this guy is a... Oh no, we can't target it though, yeah. Yeah, I think we just probably lose now. So then I think we just want to bait that guy, right? Probably just want to bait that guy. This is to empty our board so that we can Lightning Storm. And then we kill all the spells or traps. And then now this guy can be targeted. Yeah, this shit's complicated, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna Widow Anchor, take this guy. And then what, just Widow Anchor, take the other guy and go into a rank 2? I mean, that doesn't sound horrible. That does not sound horrible. Oh, another engage. Okay, now we're popping off. I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were losing this game. Then we just started popping off super hard. Let's just... Do we actually just want a third Widow Anchor? Are we just that insane? I think we are that insane, actually. Because I think we want to use 2 Widow Anchors this turn and set another one to use on the next turn. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something we can go into. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff that's like 2 effect monsters. We only have a minute left, so we kind of have to be careful. Yeah, these are all hard ones for turns. Oh, he has that guy at his grave. Oh, it's awkward. Well, if I had realized that, I would have searched Shark Cannon. And we've already normal summoned. Okay, yeah, we just lose now. That was my bad. I misplayed. I should have gotten Widow Anchor, Shark Cannon. Because now we just have to pass this guy back, and then we're just dead on the following turn. So that was a punt, actually. We should have just taken the Shark Cannon. But you can kind of see, like, even though we lost, I think it's like a pretty decent showcase of like how good the deck is at breaking up boards. I don't think it's like super hard to play, but like I definitely did make a mistake there. I was just lazy and wasn't like checking my opponent's graveyard. And we chose to go second, so like our opponent is probably going to put us on Tenpai Dragons, even though we're not. Do we want to let him do that? Probably not. I don't think so. I think we're just going to say no. Yeah, now the problem is, unless we top deck, you know, some sort of engine card, we could be in trouble. Yeah, this is... If this card is normal or special summoned, if it's sent to the graveyard... Well, there's no point in using, like, Raigeki or something. Yeah, I think we just set this and say go. It's a little awkward because we can't Fualos while we have the Widow Anchor set, so we have to Widow Anchor something and then we can Fualos. That's kind of the idea. I feel like if we just don't set anything, we leave ourselves a little too open. So yeah, I think just set Widow Anchor pass is the way to go. It is interesting because it's like last turn we had the option to just not Ash Blossom. We could maybe just Fualos and kind of let him, you know, maybe bait our opponent into letting us draw some cards here. If this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. Okay, well, we're not going to Widow Anchor anything, so we'll see what he does. Oh, so he's on the Fiendsmiths. You contribute this card, special summon a Fiendsmith from your hand or deck. So yeah, it's like now things get awkward. Yeah, I think what we do is... Well, no, if we go Widow Anchor, he's gonna chain the effect, and then we can't Fualis. Yeah, this is gonna be a little awkward. So he can kill his own guy. Where this can... Yeah, I think this can target your own... Yeah. So he could kill his own guy, bring it back, and then, yeah. Yeah, I think we'll just... we'll let him do that. And then he's going to bring his guy back. And yeah, this is like, it's kind of awkward again. Because it's like we can't fool all those here. Yeah, I think I'm probably just going to lose again. I mean, this is a game where if I had any sort of, like, engine cards, we would be doing fine, you know? Yeah, I'll just Mold Charm you out. We're probably just going to be dead to battle damage. Because he's already got, like, 59, it looks like. So I'm guessing he's going to banish our Widow Anchor. Oh, he just didn't use Little Knight at all? That's weird. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. And he's gonna mill himself for 5. Yeah, I'll just use another Fualis here. I might trick my opponent into not killing me just because he's worried that I'm going to draw too many cards, but I won't get my hopes up. I mean, he's got 34 in play plus another 23 in hand. That's 57. He doesn't really have to do a ton more. Yeah, the Fiendsmith Engine seems pretty decent. I looked at like a couple of the cards. This one, Engraver, I think it's either they were gonna limit it to 2 or it already is limited to 2. Oh, he's actually not killing us. Unless I'm mistaken here. Oh no, he is, because he has the snow. Okay, fair enough. I'll just let him finish me off here. So yeah, that game, I don't know. Not sure how I feel about that one. Yeah, the main reason we lost is we just had all bricks on our first turn. Again, I think the main thing we could have done differently is intentionally not ashed our opponent on turn 1, which is like a little counterintuitive. Because it's like ashing his monster ended his turn, but that was actually not what we wanted. We actually wanted him to special summon a few things, let us draw some cards, and then, you know, undo his board on our first turn. So we'll see how this one goes. This is a great hand here. Cannot be negated. Yeah, okay. Brandon, I think is... I don't know, I think this is roughly like 50-50-ish. Yeah, I don't think I'll Fualis. I'll let him draw the card. If he wants to, like, Ash our Fualis or something, it's fine. So if he doesn't have a negate, this Fualis is going to get a lot of value. Even though it might only, like, let us draw, like, 2 cards. Pot Agreed on turn 0 is pretty good. Oh, shit, it's, like, a branded Tearlament. Send it to your... Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll let him mill himself for 2. Bestial Monster... Oh, yeah, he can do whatever. Yeah, we gotta watch out for the Bestials, though, because we do play Lights and Darks. And then I assume he's going to activate Branded Fusion, and then we'll just Fualis again. Yeah, sure, whatever. And then I assume he's going to chain Cartesia in response. Yeah, so this is like a perfect example. You know, last matchup was kind of a matchup where Fualis was absolute trash. This matchup is, I'd say it's like kind of in the middle. Like, it's not broken, But at the same time, it's definitely live, that's for sure. But yeah, here he's just kind of in an awkward position because it's like, we're going to draw at least 2 more cards here. Unless he, like, has a way to negate his own Branded Fusion, which I don't think is really a thing. Our opponent is still here, right? I hope neither of us, like, got disconnected. Okay, we are still live here. Well, not live, but, you know. Oh, so he actually didn't Cartesian response. Yeah, he's just gonna keep it in play to use on our turn. That makes sense, actually. Do I want to, like, Ash this? Oh, I guess I can't. I don't know. It's not letting me Ash, which I won't complain about, I suppose. So he's actually going to let us draw 2 more cards? How many cards is this guy going to let us draw? Oh, darn. We can't play the 3rd Fualos, unfortunately. You can only do 2. Man, first world problems, right? Obviously, our opponent has no idea, like, what we're running here. But I have absolutely, like, no idea why he would let any deck draw this many cards. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to, like, shuffle stuff back in the end phase. So we're only gonna have, like, 12 cards instead of, like, 20. And yeah, I guess we can't respond to any of this because of Branded lost. Yeah. Yeah, also your point. Yeah, so that's what's preventing us from, like, ashing here. That makes sense. Is he actually just gonna deck us? Realistically, I don't think he can deck us, right? All right, now we will ash, just because, yeah, this is only well, I don't know why it let me ash here, but it wasn't letting us ash before. I don't know. I'm probably an idiot. Someone in the comments will explain. Maybe we just weren't supposed to max C in order to prevent us from decking out. Is he actually going to mill us? He could just mill us, right? To make us deck out. If he milled us, we'd be at 18. And then he would only need to summon 6 more... Okay, well, he's not milling us, which to me indicates that he's not trying to deck us out. Or maybe he thinks that milling himself will be more efficient for his deck out plan. Yeah, branded thing is fine. We don't care about that. And then, yeah, I think we have to... It shuffles cards back into the deck, right? Yeah, we have to shuffle cards back. So then I think the idea here... Oh, that's actually kind of annoying. Do we want to just maxi again? That'd be funny. Yeah, it's actually close. Because, like, that makes us unable to Lightning Storm. I don't know. I'll just... How many cards do I have left? 21. I'll just maxi him. Oh, yeah, and we can't target this. So we can't even Widow Anchor it. So, okay, that makes our decision a little easier. Okay, so I guess to start, we probably just want a Duster to bait the Branded Retribution. Oh no, he's just not using it? Okay, that's fine. And then, what do we want to do now? Just like triple Tactics Talent for Raigeki? Because I don't think we have Raigeki in our hand. Can't target. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff that says... you could Fusion Summon... Yeah, I think we just want a Talent. And just search Raigeki. Or, sorry, not Talent, Thrust. I always get them mixed up. But you guys know what I mean. Oh, I think actually we want our Widow Anchor to be live. For some reason we can't summon though. Oh, I can't special summon monsters. How many ashes do we have? No, we're gonna save the ash. Alright, I think we just probably want to draw two. We need, like, an engage or a multi-roll to search it. Oh no, we can't engage. Well, what do we do now? Because we can't do this. Yeah, I think we actually just lose again. Right, just because, like, I needed multi-roll to out this. That's my only way to out this card. Or also Afterburner, right? I think you can Afterburner your own card. So that's what I should have done. I should have gone Talent for Afterburner, and then Afterburner kill my own guy. And then I would have won. So yeah, this is like another huge misplay. I mean, we should have just easily won this game. But instead, I think we're probably just going to do this. Definitely want to set that. Yeah, this is the first time this card has ever been summoned against me, as you can probably tell. See, I don't think this is going to be helpful. Well, do we want to let him know what deck we're playing? Yeah, I guess we will. Alright, fine. Yeah, that was a huge misplay last turn. But I think it's possible that we can recover from it. So I think we'll just Ash to counter, and then Chain Imperm. He could fuse in response, though. Yeah, he's gonna just fuse in response. I think this is a hard once per turn, right? Yeah. I mean, he can't kill me, right? Am I mistaken? Yeah, if he doesn't kill us, we can just evenly matched. Get rid of 2 of his cards. Oh, he hasn't used a Mirror Jade yet. I don't know, maybe he can't kill us. That's his normal summon. I mean, he could fuse with this, but then our linkage becomes live. So that's not game, that's 6,000, that's 78. I think we just take all the hits and then activate evenly matched. I think that's the plan. I don't know, maybe my math is wrong and I'm just dead somehow, but I don't think so. If I actually win, this will be kind of a crazy game. So we only have 16 cards left in our deck, which means we're not going to Pot of Desires. So I assumed he... Yeah, we're just going to Shark Cannon. Oh, he targeted these two. He didn't target the DD guy. Oh, I guess that was banished. Let's see what this card is. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. We'll target this, I guess. Okay, let's just start off by doing this. I mean, we don't have... Right, we have multi-roll. Multi-roll seems good. Well, I don't know. No, probably just Ray. And then I think now we just go Ray into Kagari. And then we activate this. And he's going to negate our... Yeah, negate the effect. Okay, that's fine. And then we probably just... Yeah, we can thrust. And... Yeah, just get engage. And then now we multi-roll. And then we set desires. And then now he can't respond to our Raigeki. Oh, he has another one of those? It's slightly annoying. I'm trying to play very fast because we want Widow Anchor. Oh, it was only a multi-roll for one? I thought we were multi-rolling for two. I wasn't really counting. Because I wanted to get probably Shark Cannon then. Okay, he conceded. So... I tell you, people are... I'm gonna get so much hate for playing so badly. Because it's like we almost punted another game there. But it gives you kind of an idea of what the deck's trying to do. We go second. We draw a bunch of our cards with our hand traps. Then we just go, boom, Raigeki, boom, evenly matched. That is kind of the idea there. All right. I'm warmed up now, guys. I'm warmed up. No excuses this time. No excuses. We're gonna read cards and not play terrible. That's the game plan. Read cards, don't play terrible. But the interaction where he like put the guy on our board that stopped us from special summoning, that was kind of cool. I hadn't seen that before. I played against Branded, I don't know, at least a dozen times. Hadn't seen that before. This is unfortunate. We opened no hand traps going second, but it's still like a pretty decent hand. We've got a Pot of Desires. So it's like Ice Barriers with Azimina or something? Let's keep in mind half of these cards like just came out, so I don't know what they all do yet. Because you can tell I'm not the biggest fan of reading. Oh, you can get a Sinful Spoils card. That's good. I don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I know those Sinful Spoil cards tend to be pretty good. So what did he get? He got that guy, searched it out, played it. Alright, so I guess we're just hoping our opponent doesn't do anything too nutty. If he doesn't like pop off super hard, then I'd say I'm pretty confident. Alright, that's a synchro. I don't know what he just did. So that guy's a negate, basically. Is that guy another negate? Alright, so basically all we care about is the number of negates he has. That's, you know, it's one negate. He's got 2 negates. Yeah, if he ends on like 3 negates, I think it's going to be pretty hard. This is why, like, again, having like the hand traps really help. Like, if we were just drawing cards here, this would all be fine. Alright, so our opponent has 2 negates. I guess we'll just start off by seeing if this gets negated. I'm thinking it probably will be, but maybe not. Yeah, okay. So we could do this. Yeah, I think we want to Raigeki and then force the second negate. And then hopefully this is good enough. If this face-up leaves its owner's control, in its owner's control. Okay, so we want to, yeah, we want to like Widow Anchor and get rid of it that way. Oh, that's fucking annoying. That's a really good maxi, I'm not gonna lie. That is a disgusting maxi. Oh. Yeah, I think we just lose. Our opponent's gonna draw too many cards. I don't know. I'm gonna try my best. I am. Because the plan was to, like, double engage, right? We're gonna engage, Kagari, engage. Jesus Christ, this guy just has everything. Oh, this is once per chain? Yeah, alright. I just lose here. For some reason, I thought this was, like, once per turn or something. Again, I obviously need to read my opponent's cards. I think it would have been kind of tough, to be honest. But yeah, I think the play was... What? Yeah, I guess I'll just discard. What's our plan here? Go into... I guess we'll just go Raigeki. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we have 3 or less. No, we don't have 3 or less. Yeah, I think we're losing. Yeah, I definitely could have played it better. Double negate, though, plus a maxi is very, very tough. But yeah, I'll just let him play it out just so we can all watch how he kills us. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. It's like our opponent opened one of his 2 maxis, and we didn't open like one of our 5 maxis / Molcharmies. Like, even if he had the maxi, but we had our own maxi, it's like totally different game. Yeah, so he's got 39 plus 29, 49 plus 29, 7,000. Okay, yeah, that's this game. So yeah, a lot of sort of plays that I'm not used to seeing here from like all these decks. It's amazing because just yesterday I was like doing so well, and then it's like today, you know, just like a bunch of weird cards. Not weird new, I guess, to be more appropriate. Luckily, we're not in the position of if we lose a rank. But yeah, we're still going blind second here. And really, even that ice barrier game, I think we could have won, or at least had a much better chance in if we like actually read our opponent's cards. So that's what I deserve, to be honest. This hand is not super great, to be honest. I might even just save the Ash here, to be honest. Oh, Sengen summoning pass? That's weird. That's really weird. So do we have ways to kill that, is the question. Yeah, Tenpai Dragons is a hard matchup. Like, even when we choose to go second, it is still, like, not at all an easy matchup. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think. How can we get rid of the Sengen summoning? Well, we have Little Knight. Like, Little Knight is good. Alright, I guess we'll just get, like, Widow Anchor. I should have multi-rolled first. That was kind of like my bad. Yeah, we have to Ash that. Yeah, we just... I wish I didn't have to Ash it, but we kind of have to Ash it. You know what? I think I should have went Engaged to search Linkage to stop, like, Effect Veiler. Yeah, we'll just chain this. He can't use a Mulch Army. It's so weird to activate Sengen summoning and not use... Like, that was a very strange play from him. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, if I'm being, like, totally honest here. So, yeah, I guess we'll just attack. We probably just want to put, like, a random spell in the grave, because we already have Ray and Rose. Yeah, I don't know. Like, one of the Hornet Drones is fine. And then what is our plan? Azalea is light and dark. So yeah, I think we're just going like Kagari into Little Knight, I think is the plan. Yeah, I didn't play around the effect fail. That was my bad. Yeah, that was definitely my bad. I even called it out beforehand. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. So yeah, I definitely made some misplays here. I think like we're still looking pretty good because like Little Knight is really strong against this deck, and we have like a Widow Anchor, and then even though we didn't multi-roll this turn, if we Widow Anchor something, we can use multi-roll to get back engage, and then engage next turn, search whatever we want. So I definitely played that last turn suboptimally, but I'm feeling pretty good about our position. So here, yeah, here he's gonna go into whatchamacallit. Yeah, we only have 2 spells in grave. Yeah, he's gonna go into the Exceed monster. Yeah, he's gonna go into that guy. So yeah, we'll just let our guy die. And I think we're gonna Widow Anchor his guy just to trigger our multi-roll. He's gonna bounce itself. Return 1 monster from the field to the hand. Oh, he's gonna do that to stop us from using Widow Anchor. So we actually just have to Widow Anchor this guy now. It'd suck if he had some way to kill our multi-roll. Like if he just had Mystical Space Typhoon. So we have 2 spells in the grave, so we can just write Geki for the 3rd, and then engage, go +1. And then it's like a question of, do we want to play around the second Ash? I think we do want to play around the second Ash, I'm going to be totally honest. Because the problem is, if this engage were to get ashed, we would probably... I mean, we would almost certainly lose. So, yeah, we just have to play around the ash. Don't worry, guys. I am bad sometimes, but I'm not bad all the time. What do we have? We have Rose... Okay, he just conceded. I bet he had the ash. So, yeah. So, we won that game. It's weird. It's like... Tenpai Dragons, I think, are this deck's worst matchup, or, like, close to it. And yet, like, it seems like every time... Not every time. Like, lately, I've actually been beating them, like, half the time. Which is... I would say surprising, to be totally honest. I would say it's kind of surprising. It is really weird, though, that last game where he just went activate Sengen Summoning Pass. Like, I have no idea what that was supposed to accomplish. You know, we definitely had some games that we punted, but I feel like the last game he kind of punted by just playing out his Sengen Summoning and letting us kill it. It was really, really weird. Yeah, I think we'll just Ash this, right? Yeah, I'll just Ash this. Although that means he doesn't have to pay half, right? I don't know. We did stop him from paying half, which is maybe, like, not what we want. But... he'll just Mulch Army this, right? Yeah, we'll just Mulch Army this. Save our Maxi. This could be like the, I don't know, some sort of like engraved deck again. It looks like he's on 40 cards. I was just going to say go, I guess. Alright, well, if he activates any hand trap, we get to thrust, so that's good. Oh, do we want to Duster this? Probably, right? We want spells in our grave. We want spells in our grave. Probably thinks we're on Tenpai Dragons, but we're not. So yeah, I think we'll just... So yeah, we'll just attack his guy for 13. No, I'm not going to attack directly. I want to get this monster off the field. And then we'll, yeah, we'll just put the Engage in our grave. It's too bad we can't, like, put another spell in our grave somehow. Main phase 2. Maybe we should have done this in a different order. Because now if he, like, Veilers us, I won't be able to thrust to hand. I can still thrust and set something. So even this game, it's, like, very minor, but I think we maybe could have sequenced this better. Yeah, because if we had Kagari'd for Engage in main phase... Oh, no, we couldn't Kagari for Engage in main phase 1, because we needed the Hayate first. Now I'm just confusing myself. I guess we'll just get Impermanence, right? I mean, we're definitely pretty ahead on cards. But the game isn't over yet by any means. And I guess we'll just get Widow Anchor. Unless we're worried about him, like, killing our guy. And then we think we want something else. It's probably either, like, Widow Anchor or Linkage, right? It's gotta be one or the other. Yeah, I guess Widow Anchor. Who knows? It's hard to say. If someone thinks Linkage is better, I won't argue with you. Oh yes, set pass. Let's go. All right, that is what we like to see, boys. That is what we like to see. Oh well, we drew the Linkage anyway. That's what happens when you're a master, I guess. Do we want to chain Linkage just to deny him a card draw? Are we just that hardcore? Yeah, I think we're gonna Linkage just to deny him a card draw because I'm just an absolute psychopath. All right, he just scooped. Let's go. Let's go, Sky Strikers. That game was a little uneventful. But you see that game, how, like, opening with the Maxi and the Fualos is very nice, because we knew that, like, even if he ashed our Fualos, we just get to Maxi. He doesn't really get to do that much on his first turn, and then, you know, everything else is pretty easy after that. So, we only need 2 more wins to get to Master Rank. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Because nice is we don't have to worry about these coin tosses much. Like, we win, we choose to go second. Our opponent may or may not put us on Tenpai Dragon. And I still think Tenpai Dragon's pretty good, by the way. But, you know, people are trying out the new cards, it seems like. Going with the new strats. Do we want to let him do that? Yeah, I'll just ash it. Because the problem is, like, if we let him add a cash tier and summon it, then the cash tiers all have effects that trigger when we use our hand traps. So, you know. Let's see. Oh, he had like 2 of the field spells? Oh, no, different field spell. Oh, cashiers have 2 field spells. Yeah, we're just gonna imperm that guy, I think. Hopefully that just stops his turn. But oh, he just scooped. We take it. We take it, boys. See, what's interesting there, so we won the flip and chose to go second, so I think our opponent thought we were on Tenpai Dragons and could OTK him, so he just scooped. That is the advantage of playing this deck. Sometimes you OTK without OTKing. Alright, let's go, boys. Only 1 more win for Master 5. You think we can do it? If we win this game, you have to press the subscribe button. Those are the rules. Those are the rules. If we win the game, you have to subscribe. I don't make the rules, guys. Alright, decent hand. We've got a Fualos and an evenly matched and an imperm. So yeah, that's kind of what I like to see. So what did he get? Okay, yeah. Oh, we had 2 of those? Is that what happens? This is the same card, right? Okay. Set a sinful spoils such and such directly from your deck. And then he's gonna, like, special summon something. I think we'll just let him do it, because we have Fualos evenly matched. But then I think what I'm going to do is chain Fualos, see if he negates, and then if he does negate the Fualos, then I'll imperm. Because the Sinful Spoils thing's all special summon from the deck, right? Is that what they do? Yeah. So yeah, I think the plan here is we're not going to use imperm. We're going to draw a bunch of cards. If he puts out like a big scary negate, we use the imperm on that, and then we evenly matched. I think that is like basically the plan. Or we could just imperm this now. It's tempting. It's tempting, but I won't do it. I could be throwing the game again. Don't give me too much credit, guys. I'm trying to do a hyper advanced play, but I could just be throwing. I don't think I've seen that one before. Is that a new card? Oh, and then he can special summon a thing. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we're gonna draw another card. Let's go, guys. Let's go. See, he's making that guy because he thinks we're on Tenpai Dragons. This is what I like about playing this deck. So yeah, this card, yeah, basically stops Tenpai Dragons from going off. But we're not on Tenpai Dragons. Oh, so much fun, yeah. It's weird that he used it now, because I could just imperm this guy if I wanted to, but I don't want to. So yeah, we're just going to let him do that. So yeah, I think we'll just evenly match, right? So hold on, what is this? During the end phase, okay. So yeah, we'll just go to battle. And we'll go to main phase 2. And we'll play evenly matched. And our opponent is probably just wonders what the hell happened. Okay. So yeah, we're in main phase 2. We have 0 spells in our grave. Which is not really what I want. But, let's think. So you can banish this card for your grave, target blah blah blah. Okay, I guess we'll just Hornet drones. Oh, that's awkward. Man, I hate my life sometimes. Yeah, I might just go into, well, let's see, we can Ray and go into, like, a Link 2 and pass, like, just go into Little Knight pass. That's not terrible. Or we could just go into Super Star Slayer and just bounce this guy. Oh, unaffected by other cards' effects. Okay, so we can't Superstar Slayer that. Oh, and we can't get rid of it with Little Knight. We could also just go into Shizu. Like, Shizu Pass seems pretty decent, actually. Yeah, it's either, like, Shizu Pass or Little Knight Pass. That's the question. Which do we want? I don't know. I'm feeling good about Little Knight. Oh no, we can't, because that guy is not a whatchamacallit. Oh, that's awkward. That was like. All right. Well. Yeah, this is a little awkward. Yeah, I'll just look at his hand. Yeah, kind of an awkward turn. Yes, we saw like a fire statue, which we don't really care about. And then, yeah, like, I think we'll just imperm that guy. Yeah, I guess to draw some cards. Who knows? Maybe we should just use our own talent to draw cards. Because getting a card out of his hand didn't really accomplish a ton, I feel like. Alright, I guess pop one of our cards. Alright, that's actually the one I wanted him to hit. Because we might just get to evenly match him again. Like, he might just kill both our guys. I don't know, I feel like this is anyone's game. Or maybe I'm just getting destroyed, who knows? I know, I've seen this card before. We got a Ray in our grave, which isn't terrible, actually. Yeah, it might just be dead here somehow. We'll see. It's not looking good though. It's not looking good. He's gonna go into what, Link 5? So let's see if they face up, Link monsters should be battle or leaves the field because you could special summon. Yeah, it's looking tough. Because if I chain this, I feel like it doesn't accomplish very much. So yeah, this is our one we can do per turn. Oh no, we don't even get it off because he banished it and then brought it back, I think, right? No, we do get it. Because it's special summoned and then it triggers. Why did I not get my guy back? I don't understand. Hold on, what happened? Banish special summon as many monsters as possible to their owners. I don't understand why I just lost my Kana. Alright, yeah, we just lose, I think, right? Yeah, we just lose. But I don't understand why we didn't get our Kana back. I really don't. It really makes no sense to me. I don't know. Again, I'm obviously an idiot here. I don't know. Maybe we just punted that one again. But I legitimately don't understand how we just didn't get our Kana back. It makes no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe there's just something I had to do there that I didn't do. I feel like maybe if I played that right, I wouldn't have died. But, you know, I legitimately don't understand. Is it... Because I know you can only link summon one Kana per turn. Let me read it. Read it while my opponent is doing his thing. Oh, you can only special summon it once per turn, so that's why. Okay, well, our opponent drew 5 and passed, which basically means he's on Tenpai Dragon. I wish it weren't that simple, but it actually surprisingly is. I think what we want to do is we want to set Afterburner and then linkage just to put some more spells in our grave. And yeah, we'll just get this guy, I guess. Then we'll put Ray in the grave. Then we'll go to post-combat. Alright, that's fine. And the Kagari could very easily get negated by like an Imperm or something, but if he does, it's fine. Alright, so that's going to be our last special this turn. So I think we want to look at his hand and see what he has, and then decide what we want to engage for. If he has like a Harpy's Feather Duster, we're getting rid of that. What the hell? What the hell? So if he uses Turtle on us, we just can't use Widow Anchor? That sucks. I think we actually just lose just because of the stupid turtle. Unless we send it back. Yeah, we have to send it back or we just flat out lose. Yeah, we have to send it back or we just lose. As crazy as that sounds. Well, what do we want? Probably just linkage. And then, yeah, we're just hoping our opponent, like, doesn't have a Harpy's Feather Duster. No top deck Harpy's Feather Duster. And he had like Into the Void, right? That's like 2 things he could top deck. No Lightning Storm. No Heavy Storm. I mean, we're obviously gonna Widow Anchor. I'm just thinking if we want to take control of the guy or not. That's like kind of the question. So he did get a droplet. And yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do about that. At least that makes our decision a little easier. So yeah, we can't Widow Anchor in main now. Nothing I can really do about that. Yeah, and then he's gonna special that guy. Yeah, that is fine. So let's see. At the start of the damage step of monster battles, you can special summon blah 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 blah. Okay, I will. It's gonna tribute main. That is fine. That is also fine. Yeah, I still can't really do much there. Okay. So let's see. You can synchro. Yeah, the problem is if I Widow Anchor something, he can just synchro it away. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do here. So he's already used his once per turn. So already used his once per turn again. Yeah, I think we just... yeah, I think we'll just linkage. Like, I think we just lose no matter what here, but I'm going to try. And then, let's see, we force him to synchro. Oh no, but then he can just go into Trident and kill us. Yeah, I think we just lose, like, no matter what. Because he's attacked twice. So he has to synchro using that card. Yeah, I think because no matter what we Widow Anchor here, yeah, it's not going to matter what we Widow Anchor, because then he just chains the other one, right? Yeah, so we lose. If there was a way to stop our opponent from killing us with linkage plus Widow Anchor, let me know. Because obviously at first the plan was to Widow Anchor in main phase, right? Wait, do we just live? What happened? What just happened? Did he just forget to use his effect? I'm so confused. I am legitimately confuzzled. To be fair, he can still bring back his Bident Dragon and Popper multi-roll, which is actually, like, pretty decent. What? What is going on? I don't... Alright, obviously we were supposed to lose that game. The interesting thing, though... So we searched linkage with our engage, right? I think we searched linkage with engage. Yeah, we did. So if we had searched Shark Cannon instead of linkage, then we could have Shark Cannons the guy that he brought back from his grave. Because I don't think the field spell can stop that, right? It's only stuff on the field. So if we had Shark Cannon the guy in the grave, then I think maybe we could have won that game. Like, obviously we did win, but I mean, if our opponent played correctly. If our opponent played correctly, and we had searched Shark Cannon instead of linkage, then him bringing back the guy from the game, we would have just banished it in response. And then I think we couldn't have lost that game. That's my opinion. You guys can let me know in the comments if I have any idea what I'm talking about or not. So yeah, if we win this, we rank up. This hand is, like, okay-ish, I guess. Okay, so he's on Yubel. And so I have lost to Yubel before, but I think, like, realistically, Sky Strikers are supposed to be winning like 75% of the time. Like it's that good of a matchup. So I'm hoping I get to show you guys why I think this is a great matchup. But maybe my opponent will like just have a super like ultra nutted board and I won't be able to beat him. Because basically the way this works, obviously it would be great if we had like a maxi here or something, but even when we don't, the way this works is our opponent makes a massive board, we play evenly matched, and we win. Like, it's I know it sounds like it shouldn't be that simple, but it actually is that simple. And the fact that our opponent starts at 4,000 is kind of nice, too. Like, I don't think we can kill him in our first battle phase. Well, obviously not, because we're playing evenly matched. But it makes it easier for him to, like, kill us on the following... For us to kill him on the following turn. Because we only have to do 4,000. And Sky Strikers don't have high damage output. So, yeah, it's like, normally, the standard board for Yubel is, like, they end on, like, one of these... Although it might not be this one. Sometimes they, like, link summon it and then summon it again. They end on, like, a Phantom of Yubel. They end on the rank 10 Exceed, the one that's, like, a negate. And then sometimes they end on, like, a Bow Goddess to go along with it. And then they think, okay, I've got one negate anything. And then I've got, like, a million ways to negate monster effects. Oh, yeah, and then they end on, like, an Unchained guy. So, like, normally their nutted board is they end on, like, a Phantom of Yubel, a Bow Goddess, negate anything, and then on the Unchained, hey, I can, like, blow up your stuff or link summon your stuff away crap. And the nice thing is like, evenly matched just doesn't care about any of that. Just like, oh, nice board, buddy. Be a shame if something were to happen to it. And, like, I know some of the Unchained guys, one of them's, like, when it dies, you can bring something back or something. So sometimes it's like after you evenly match them, they'll still have like two cards in play, not just one. Okay, so he's using this guy now, which is good. But this one is, yeah, it's when it's sure to be a battle card effect, you can add something back to the hand. So it's like, often when we evenly matched, they'll just keep this guy in play. And then, like, we're going to Lightning Storm and kill it, and then its graveyard effect will trigger and add something back to the hand. But then the nice thing is, like, if we have any of the Triple Tactics cards, then the fact that this triggered means that our Triple Tactics cards are live. So yeah, I imagine now he's going to... Well, I don't know. We'll see what he does. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Oh, Muckraker. Normally you don't see that. So that's the Unchained blow-up things, yeah. So yeah, so now he makes this guy. And I don't know, for some reason he's putting it in attack mode. The correct play would be to put this in defense, but it's not going to be super relevant here. And then yeah, that's like another way to negate monsters. And then this guy's a Link 2, so he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, go into Bow Goddess, and then make another Phantom of Yubel, which is, like, normally what they end on. It's like, I've played against his deck so many times that I just know exactly how the game is going to play out, like, almost down to, like, every single card. Oh, he's actually just leaving them all in play. Bonus you control... Okay. Okay, so we go activate this, negate this. He could detach. The correct play is actually, like, not to detach here, because now this makes our Triple Tactics cards live, but we don't have them. But it doesn't change anything. I guess he could blow up one of his own cards if he wants, but yeah, he's not going to do that. Just going to go to battle phase. We're going to go to main. And we activate this, and game's over. Yeah, he can kill his Unchained guy if he wants to. That's Yeah, that's a thing also. So he's probably going to kill this and then keep around his 3,000 attack guy. Then he can get a feed monster back to his hand. Probably just Dark Beckoning Beast. What? How did he banish everything? Oh, because he killed our own card. He killed our own card, so he actually has to banish everything. That's actually, like, really funny. That's actually, like, kind of hilarious. So I kind of want to double engage to draw 2. So I think I'm just going to use linkage to put 2 spells in my grave, and then just double engage. Yeah, we'll just do that, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm just going to get, like, a Shizu and let him draw 1. I guess I wasn't counting on his last card being Maxi, but it is what it is. If he also has an Ash Blossom, I'm not going to lie, I'd be kind of mad. So what did he add to his hand, right? He got, whatchamacallit? Yeah, he triggered this. Okay, he got back Spirit of Yubel. I mean, I guess we'll just get Widow Anchor? I don't know. Can't go wrong with Widow Anchor. I mean, sometimes you can, but that's kind of like my default choice. Oh, that's actually sick, and now we get to talent him? We're just going to look at his hand, right? That has to be the play. Well, I guess he can half his life again. Yeah, we're just gonna send this back. So he's gonna have a Spirit of Yubel plus whatever the hell he draws. Is there, like, anything in his grave that we want to banish with? Yeah, I don't think anything in his grave can, like, do something. I mean, he can summon, like, another Phantom of Yubel, but I'm just seeing if there's a reason to search, like, Shark Cannon in the end phase and just use it right away. Because, like, Grave Squirmer's already gone. I don't know, I guess we'll just get, like, Afterburner. So, yeah, it's like he can make another Phantom of Yubel for free. And then we can just kill it with our Afterburner. Yeah, he just scooped. What a great way to actually, like, end this video. Because, like, I wanted to have one game against Yubel to just show you guys, like, how badly this deck murders Yubel. And there it is. We had it at the end. So, yeah, I think Sky Strikers are a pretty good deck. I misplayed, like, the first few games at the beginning. Needed to warm up a bit. But, yeah, I think his deck's, like, pretty decent against the meta. You got to see some, you know, hardcore, evenly matched action. And, yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. It's got its weaknesses like every other deck. Sometimes you just, you know, pop off, like, super hard, and you get to Master 5. So, if you want to see me get to Master 1 next, well, be sure to subscribe, because that will be coming.